speaking is the biggest fear of most adults, which that means that at a funeral or wake, instead of delivering the message or eulogy, many would prefer to be the one in the urn or box. But until we join an organization like Toastmasters International, many of us will never address feelings of anxiety, apprehension, and awkwardness. Fellow Toastmasters and our many honored guests, in short, Toastmasters is cheaper than therapy. Children in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, their biggest fear? The 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. That's where we develop our issues of anxiety, apprehension, and awkwardness. I recently visited my middle school, J.J. Daniel Middle School, 6900 Scott Road, Marietta, Georgia. Yes, it's still standing. I remember it completely. It smelled of dank mop water, chalk dust, and sticky kid sweat that stuck to the walls forever. When I went by there, it looked so small. But when I was a child, it was big as a Georgia Dome. The biggest part of the school was the gymnasium. There was a yellow line that went right down the middle. When the buses let kids out in the morning, boys to the left, boys to the right. Nobody ever changed sides. There might be one time of the year that might switch up, and that would be the end of the year school dance. But as far as any of the teachers knew, no boy had ever asked a girl to dance. My 7th grade year, that was all going to change. I was going to ask Tammy Drazier to dance. Or at least that was the rumor. You see, I made the big mistake of telling somebody that if I went to the dance, I might ask Tammy to dance. Tammy knew I liked her. In fact, everybody knew I liked her. So before there was the internet, or texting, or any of those things that we have now that we just take for granted, there was a better way of kids getting a message across to a lot of people at the same time. It was called passing a note in class. So the news of my endearing and burning love for Tammy Drazier floated down the hallways of J.J. Daniel Middle School faster than the smell of burning tater tots from the cafeteria. The day of the dance arrived. I was so nervous I had to take 2 showers. But I got dressed, I was ready. Patent leather shoes, red rose boutonniere, and my secret weapon. Wait for it. My powder blue suit. I was dressed to thrill, ready for action, reporting for duty. So when I got to the dance that night, boys to the left, boys to the right, I quickly sat back down on the bleachers with the rest of the guys. At 8:30, one of the boys tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Dave, if you're going to make your move, you better do it soon, because this party's over in 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. I stood up, because a 13-year-old has to do what a 13-year-old has to do. I quickly made 2 discoveries. 1, my zipper was open. 2, my legs were now made of lead. As I made my way to the center of the room, there was a deafening silence, quickly followed by the hideous sound of the air being sucked out of the room, 2 lungs at a time, boys, girls, chaperones alike, in biblical proportion! I crossed over to the girls' side. I went right up to Tim and said, "Timmy, my look fetching tonight in your pink lemonade dress. I think it goes very well with my patent leather shoes, my red rose boutonniere, and my powder blue suit. What do you say? Let's trip the right fandango. Let's dance the rest of the night away and show these mere mortals what it is to be young." In my dreams. No. What happened in reality was like a reality TV show that went off the rails. Reality, take 2. Hey, Tammy. How you doing, Dad? I saw you sitting here by yourself with 53 other girls. No, me? No, I'm okay. That speech thing, I'll take care of that one day at Toastmasters. I was just wondering, you know, you, me, we're kind of here. Thankfully, she said, no, thank you. I only had one recourse at that moment. I couldn't stay there with the 53 other girls, and I couldn't go back to the boys' side. Only thing was left to me was I had to exit. So I made a quick turn, and with grace and dignity, left the gym. Okay, so that night maybe there were no heroes. Maybe there were no winners. But there were 3 lessons learned. 1, change is inevitable, but learning is optional. Boys dancing with girls, who'd have thought it? 2nd, if you're going to be the first to cross the line on anything, there is a penalty to be paid, whether real or imagined. Just ask Galileo, Lincoln, Gandhi, JFK, MLK. So it's okay that a 13-year-old got slammed by a girl at a dance and almost died of embarrassment. The 3rd, life often dances with those that are already on the dance floor. So ladies and gentlemen, if someone comes up to you, disguised as life, or life comes up to you disguised as someone else, that might be anxious, apprehensive, or just a little bit awkward, and they say, hey, baby, be kind. Say yes. You'll both be glad you agree.